Welcome to episode 24 of Regen Rovers, which will hopefully be the last episode of season 3 because we have the chance to get promoted as champions. I've uploaded this as a YouTube premiere just like the end of season 1 and 2, which was a lot of fun. So if you are watching this live, remember to hit that like button and also get involved in the chat. So this is where we are with 4 games left to play this season. We're 3 points off leaders Totton. We're 1 point ahead of third place Kings Lynn. Tadcasters still have a chance of winning the league as well, but it is quite slim. We've got Scarborough, Wimborne, Merthyr and Farnborough to play. 2 games at home, 2 games away from home. We're in miraculous form, remember. Last episode, so many goals. We've scored 100 goals this season. 30 more than first place Totton, but they're the team that probably have the easiest run in. Dorchester, Gloucester and Beaconsfield all in relegation trouble. Taunton, mid-table team. They've not got any of the big boys to play. We've got Scarborough who are trying to get into the playoffs and have a good chance getting into the playoffs, so that's going to be tough. Kings Lynn, 2 tough games. And then they've got Wimborne and Merthyr like us. Tadcast have the hardest run in. I can't see them worrying us. So on paper, this is the toughest match of the lot. Scarborough, 1 point off the playoffs. I think a win for us today will guarantee a playoff spot for us. I've gone with my first choice 11. Okoro in goal. Our new right back Higgins is playing instead of Callum Courtney. Had a brilliant debut, of course. Thomas Smith and Boyle, who is back from suspension. I'm sticking with Rob Halliday at left back rather than our new signing Kyle Forrester. And we've got the trio of Jason Glenn, Wilkinson and Walker in the middle. And then Mam up front. McCann, Agu and Mooney. It's a long old journey up to Scarborough, isn't it? Coach almost broke down. Chef was driving for us. Hasn't had a sniff at the first team for a long time, but he wanted to make the journey up and offered to drive. Here we go then. We're going to bottle it today. Their top goal scorer up front is Abdo. 12 goals this season. They've got quite a creative left winger. Looks pretty decent. He's got 4 caps for his country. He's from Libya. And on the right, Annan. Will Annan. Oh, he looks really good for this level. Predictions then, guys. If you're watching as a YouTube premiere, stick them in the chat. Let me know what we're going to do. We're going to finish first. Maybe Totton are just a little bit too far ahead of us. 3 points ahead of us. They've got an easy run in. It's going to be really tough, isn't it? We'll keep an eye on this league table down here. We've been scoring so many goals lately, but a long journey up to Scarborough. It's tough. Higgins with the long throw, though, into the box. It's headed away. Glenn's after it. He picks it up. Where's he going to go? He's gone backwards to Smith. He plays it out wide to Higgins. Knocked in, but Jason Glenn... Nope, he can't win that. Here they come on the counter. Abdo. They've slowed it down a bit. That's a good ball through to Kay. Kay is through. Oh, great save, Okoro. Okoro is brilliant. I know he's... When I asked you guys who's your player of the series so far, a lot of people said Okoro. I think he is probably the most popular choice. That's whipped in. Headed away by Agu. Back defending for us. Corner to Scarborough. It's crossed in near post. Oh, Okoro. It went through him. Cunningham scores for Scarborough. And that is really strange because it looked like it just went through Okoro, who temporarily turned into a ghost. Crossed it. Let's see this. He put his hands out. I think they just went over his hands. But we've won a corner, and this is where we excel, of course. Smith crosses it into Boyle. Penalty! And Okoro can make up for it. He's not missed a penalty so far for the club. Come on, Okoro. You can do this, my friend. Come on. Come on. He scores another perfect penalty from David Okoro. This guy, 5th goal of the season. He got 4 last year, didn't he? And now he's got 5. Oh, what a legend. Let's have a look at this. Oh, perfect. Again, he puts it in the corner every single time. So I'm not worried when we concede because we always score. That's our 101st goal in the league this season. But Scarborough on the attack straight away. And that's 2-1. We're going to have some goal-heavy games today, I think. 42 minutes on the clock. Can we get an equaliser before the half-time whistle? Agu curls it over to Mooney, who makes it 2-2 with his 29th goal of the season. It's a great assist from Agu, but that is a really good header from Luke Mooney. Let's have a look at this. I thought the cross was a bit too far, but what a header across the keeper's body. As it stands, we're still in second place, but we're 5 points off Totton, who are winning. I'm just going to start the second half. I'm not going to make any changes. No changes tactically. The Tinker Man, I've managed to sort of stop my tinkering ways a little bit. I still tinker now and then, don't I? Tadcaster beating Kings Lynn 3-1. That is a clash and a half. That's good for us, really, because Tadcaster surely out of it. It just takes Kings Lynn out of the equation as well. And then it's going to be between us and Totten. I'm going to play it out from the back here. Smith lumps it, though. Looking for Higgins, just gets forward brilliantly from right back. Oh, look at him go. Higgins crosses to the back post for a go. Yes! 3-2. His 27th goal of the season. We might end up with 2 strikers on 30 goals this season. What a header from a go. Agu, do. He'll score a goal or 2 with his left, with his right, and he'll have them in all right. Great header. But Scarborough come again. There's only been 1 clear and half chance each in this game, but there's been plenty of goals. This is a chance, surely. Oh, it's 3-3. This is just ridiculous. My relative set it up, Darren Holden. Letting the family down. Smith is on a 6.0. What is he doing? I'm going to bring Colburn on for him, I think. I know Smith takes our free kick. What I could do is bring Ray Rigg on. Sean Walker's quite tired, actually. He's had a long old season. So we'll bring on Rigg, who will be our set piece taker now. That Smith is off. So we bring on the super sub, Fawkes, for McCann. It's another corner to Scarborough. And, oh, not another. What is going on? 4-3 to Scarborough. They've scored from another corner. Corners are overpowered. But a highlight straight up. This is just... What a game. But this doesn't bode well, does it? 4-3 down. Golden. They've got Golden and Holden in their team. And a Cook as well. It's lumped up the pitch. Colburn does well. But here comes Scarborough. Oh dear. Where's... Okore's got that though. Boyle lumps it over the top for Agu. Agu! It's through to McCann, who has to finish! And he's hit the crossbar, McCann! Oh, McCann. Oh, Agu's picked up an injury. McCann will go out wide. Agu will come off for Fawkes. That's a blow. This is annoying. We're 6 points behind Totten, but Ray Rigg with a free kick curls it. Oh, it's a good save by the keeper. We're going to have to go very attacking. We just have to do this. Well, I mean, we need a win today, but a draw would... In fact, a draw doesn't really matter because our goal difference is so superior to Totten. We need them to slip up twice now with this result. It's out wide. They're going to kill it off here. Surely it's crossed in. It's in. It's all over. Abdo has destroyed us today. We know this tactic's goal heavy. Perhaps to win a title with this tactic was just a little bit too much. It's still doable. We can still hope that Totten slip up. Higgins with a long throw. Will we get a fourth? It's back to Higgins. He puts a decent cross in. McCann gets his goal this time, but he needed to score it a few minutes ago. Can we get a late equaliser? I don't think it's going to happen. It's going to finish 5-4. What a crazy game again. We've had so many crazy games this season. But in the end, we weren't good enough. Halliday with a 6. Boyle with a 6. Smith with a 6. Our defenders let us down. I mean, I don't know if it's because he scored a goal, but Okore's got a 7.2 and he conceded 5 goals. Really easy journey for Wimborne then today up to Plumbing Park. Much simpler than the journey we took last week to Scarborough. So we're 6 points off Totten heading into this game against Wimborne, who are in the relegation zone. They've conceded 100 goals this season. We've got to fancy our chances scoring loads of goals today. Surely. We just have to be thrashing Wimborne. But they're fighting for their lives, so you never know. They might pull off an amazing result. Totten are taking on 13th place Taunton. We really need a favour from them. We've only lost against them once so far in the series. We've beaten them 3 times and drawn once. I think I'm going to stick with the same team. I'm going to keep the faith with that back line. They had a terrible game against Scarborough, but I feel like today we can make amends. I'm sure there's some of you saying I should start Morgan Fawkes, but let's be honest, he's not had the best season. When he has played, he's kind of let me down a bit. The poacher role, it's hit or miss. Sometimes they get... I mean, McCann has scored a hat-trick this season, and other times they're just non-existent. He did get a goal in the last match. He should have scored 2, though. So this Wimborne team, then, their top goal scorer, Holmes, has 20 goals this season. So they are scoring goals. They're just leaking so many at the back. Williamson on the left. They've got some decent players. Looking at pretty much every team, most teams have players that are either the same as us or better. So to be in second place... It just shows I've done a good job, I think. Off we go then. We need a huge favour from Taunton. We've won a corner. Thomas Smith whips it to the back post. Mooney's there. And Walker. Oh, what a miss. That is bread and butter for him. He always scores from there. That's the first time I've seen him miss from there, from a corner. Higgins, into the box. Mooney heads it on. Chance, it was, I think we're probably offside, and that's why our players didn't go for it. But look at the closing down from our players. It's cleared. Higgins is after it. And he gets there first. Thomas Smith pumps it, looking for the run of Mooney. But it's into Jason Glenn. Glenn, Walker! That time he does score. It's a massive rebound, but it doesn't really matter. Huge deflection on the shot from Walker. We're 1-0 up. It was pumped up the pitch. Their defender headed it to Glenn, who found Walker, hit it. Yeah, deflected past the keeper. But I don't care. Here's Wilkinson, Kevin Wilkinson. Our deep line playmaker. Great ball over the top for Mooney. Surely for his 30th goal of the season, he gets it. We're 2-0 up after 10 minutes. And Mooney has had a phenomenal season. We all have. I mean, the last 2 seasons I've done a video showcasing Fawkes' goals, Agu's goals. I think this year we might have to do something different, like goal of the season. Because Mooney scored so many goals. Agu scored so many goals. Who's our player of the season? I don't know. Okoro could be our player of the season. He's a goalkeeper and conceding loads of goals. You know, like it just all of the team has been brilliant. Even Vince Boyle, centre back. Our centre backs have been good, despite the fact we've conceded goals. Tottenham 2-0 up though. We're gonna drop into the playoffs, which is a massive, massive task. 16 teams because of the 4 different tiers at this, 4 different divisions at this level. It's going to be really, really tough to win that competition. And 2 teams go up from those 16. As McCann gets his 18th goal of the season, we are murdering Wimborne. No surprise, really, considering how many goals they've conceded this season. Let's have a look at this game. Mooney put it into the box, headed down. Higgins headed it back to Mooney, crossed it in, and McCann found the back of the net. But Wimborne are through here. Holmes, with the pace, fires it well over. Plumbing Park is buzzing. But we're still 6 points behind Tottenham. If they lose the last 2 games and we win our last 2, we will go up because of the goal difference. But that is a big if. Tottenham are winning 3 now. They're just too strong for these teams. May not even matter that we lost against Scarborough, because if Tottenham win all 4 games, then there's nothing we could have done. Holmes is round the back here. Oh, he's hit the post, but he's offside anyway. Let's just end positively. Let's keep some momentum going. Keep scoring goals heading into those playoffs. Here's Luke Mooney back to Wilkinson. Poor pass from Mooney. That's locked over the top for Holmes to run onto. Looking to get back into this game. It's crossed into the danger zone. Okoro thought about coming for it. Humphreys is now on the ball. Great name. Halliday. Oh, what's happened here? I'm very confused. I think it's just a free kick and a yellow card. Oh, it's a red card for Humphrey. What was that? That's bizarre. Here's Mooney. Back to Higgins. We're on the attack looking for a 4th. It's crossed in. Knocked away to Glenn. Glenn. Walker. Well over the bar. I think I'm going to bring him off. He's on a yellow. We'll throw on Ray Rigg. And I'm going to bring on Morgan Fawkes for McCann, who's also on a yellow. Free kick to Wimborne. Down to 10 men, but looking to get a goal back. And it's a penalty. Poor second half from us, isn't it? Come on, Okoro. Let's save it. Williamson steps up. 3-1. We've just got a bit complacent, haven't we? 3-0 up, and we've just switched off completely. They're down to 10 men, guys. If we bottle this, then that's just ridiculous. Vince Ball should have this. He heads it to Wilkinson. Pumps it long for Agu. Can't win it, but it's into the path of Ray Rigg. Here's Wilkinson again, over the top. Fawkes is round the back. Morgan Fawkes. It's blocked. Mooney! Saved Fawkes! Yes, there we go. It's his 8th goal of the season. It's since he lost his hair that he's been a little bit... I mean, he's got hair. He's wearing... Morgan Fawkes is wearing one of Ray Rigg's wigs. Oh, that's a mouthful, isn't it? Fawkes did well, really, round the back. Defender just smashed it into him. Saved by the keeper. Good finish from the angle. Corner to Wimborne. We need to sort out these defensive corners, don't we? There we go. Another one. Callum Gunner with the goal. I think it's pretty impossible to defend corners on this game. Here's Williams. Oh, not a third. Oh, no, Boyle's getting sent off. This is just so needless, Boyle. You're suspended for the last game of the season. Possibly for more. Absolutely needless. So we're going to take a Agu off. He's looking disinterested. It's 10 against 10. Quite a strange game, really. Like, 4 goals, but slightly disappointing at the back once again. We got a red card with Boyle. It's odd. This is the journey we took over to Wales then today to take on Merthyr Town Football Club. So Tottenham today have 21st place Gloucester, who are just about surviving at the moment. Unfortunately, even if they lose this game, they've then got already relegated Beaconsfield on the last day of the season. not ideal. We've beaten Merthyr 3 times in the series so far. I'm going to have to make a change. Boyle's going to come out for Joe Colburn. And onto the bench goes Chef. They've got their top goal scorer up front, Kieran Lofthouse. 26 goals this season. Might be related to Nat Lofthouse. And Nick Kennedy as well is their best performing player this season. 22 goals, 3 assists. They've got some decent looking players, but they are in mid-table. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. That's worked. I was pleased to see Fawkes score. I suppose if we don't have any opportunity of finishing first on the last day of the season, we've got to play Morgan Fawkes up front, haven't we? Wow, what a boring first half. First highlight of the game. Here's a Goo giving the ball away, but we're putting pressure on in their own penalty box. It's out wide. They've managed to escape, and now they've got a bit of space to run into. Here comes Das. Through to Lofthouse, round the back. Lofthouse. Good save, Okoro. That's locked long. Oh no, Lofthouse. Where's the defending? Off the post. And can we clear? We do. Halliday clears. Looks like Totten is still drawing as well at half time though. So you never know. What's the score? 0-0. Not happy with the first half performance though. We did literally nothing. Made a change. I've gone for low crosses. We'll try something a little bit different. Nothing completely out there, but we got to try different things sometimes. And here we go. Start the second half. Is this actually going to be a highlight? McCann, yes it is! His 19th goal of the season. It's a brilliant cross from Higgins. I mean, he ignored my instruction to do a low cross. He did an early, deep, floated cross. And McCann heads home. It's a great goal straight from kickoff. Walker played it brilliantly out wide to Higgins. And it is an exceptional cross. And McCann, great header. And now it's a corner which Thomas Smith puts to the back stick for Colburn. Oh, it's not Colburn. It was someone else. Who was it? It was a great attempt at a header. It was Walker. Unusually poor game from Mooney today, 6.3. Oh, are Totten losing? Totten are only 3 points above us. They must be losing. If we bottle this now, we're only 1-0 up. I'm going to bring... Do I bring Mooney off at this stage? I'm going to bring Jason Glenn off. We're going to throw in Perry Miles, play him as a regular central midfielder. A little bit more bite in the midfield. Highlight, knocked up the pitch. I've still got it on attacking. That's the way we play. But here's Lofthouse. For Merthyr, they're going to score, aren't they? I guarantee it. Das crosses it in. Kennedy, oh, it's over the bar. What a miss. Oh, McCann's got injured. So I'm actually going to throw on Ray Rigg and play him behind. We're going to go to balanced. We don't need to counter-press so much now and create spaces in our own defence. Oh, this is horrible now. Are we going to hang on? Yes, we are. It's 1-0. But has the other game finished with a win for Gloucester? Oh, yes, 1-0 win for Gloucester. Even though they went down to 10 minutes. That is unbelievable. This is just a game creating narrative, isn't it? Now, I really regret that 5-4 loss against Scarborough. Would have been top if we'd managed to win. McCann's out for the rest of the season. We're going to have to play Morgan Fawkes up front. So for our last game of the regular season, possibly of the whole season, we are welcoming Farnborough Football Club down to Plumbing Park. Wow, what a massive day for the club. We have never beaten Farnborough. They're a bit of a bogey team. They've beaten us 3 times and drawn twice, but they're all the way down in 15th place, remember, so we need to be beating this team. Totten have already relegated Beaconsfield away from home, but hopefully they'll be just sort of trying to play for pride, I suppose. It's a straight shootout between us and Totten. That loss against Scarborough. Real kick in the balls. So Morgan Fawkes is going to be playing up front. I trust him a bit more than the other option, which is Josh Mann, who has scored so many goals this season for the under-23s. 55 goals, 27 assists. But the fact he's only got 4 on finishing, it just... he's got more pace than Fawkes. He's a good option to come off the bench anyway. The other big decision I had to make was whether to bring Vince Boyle back into the team. He's finished his suspension, of course, but Colburn and Smith, stoic at the back for us in the last game. Clean sheet. I'm keeping with Colburn. Vince Boyle is on the bench just in case one of those defenders has an absolute mare today. But yeah, I just got to keep with the team that kept a clean sheet, I think. Also saves us a bit of money because Boyle earns so much money when he plays. Of course, he might still come off the bench and earn that money, but only if necessary. So Farnborough, their top goal scorer, Slavy Spasov, great name, Bulgarian. He's got 11 goals this season. So they've not been banging in loads of goals. Oh, they've got a joint top goal scorer with Jafet Mata on the left, Congolese player. And their best performing player this season is Kane Lewington. This could be tricky. They are a bogey team, remember. I'm going for that. That's worked. McCann's last contribution to the team this season was to score the winner against Merthyr. A massive goal from him. You know, he has scored some big goals this season. But it's over to Fawkes today. Fawkes the hero. I mean, he is the Jack Young of this series. He is made for big games, isn't he? You know, he's going to score the winner that gets us promoted. I hope so. I really hope so. Let's just put the latest scores up here. And we can see what's happening with Beaconsfield and Totton. Here come Farnborough. Gilligan. Oh, there's space. Where's the defending? Great save by Okoro. But I have no idea where Halliday was. But they're still on the attack. It's 1-0. Kane Lewington scores. But don't worry, remember, we score goals. That's what we do. Free kick, Thomas Smith to put it into the danger zone. It's a good ball in. Jason Glenn. No, he can't reach it. Keeper comes through. It was maybe floated a little bit too much. Needed a bit more pace on it. And it's pumped up the pitch. But here comes Joe Colburn. Out wide to Higgins. Cuts it into Jason Glenn. Over the top, looking for Mooney. It's cleared. And now that's pumped. Oh dear. Lewington round the back. To make it 2. What a miss. Corner. Smith looking for Colburn at the back post. It's a penalty and Okoro can get us back in this game with his 6th goal of the season, hopefully. Come on, Okoro. This is the biggest one yet. Come on. Please. Stick it in the back of the net. He does. I think it hit the keeper, but he gets it in the back of the net anyway. It doesn't really matter. It's probably his worst penalty yet. But we've equalised. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, keeper got a hand to it, but couldn't keep it out. First time he's gone down the middle. Free kick to Farnborough. This looks dangerous. It's headed away by Walker, though. Good defending. Wilkinson now. Pumps it over the top, looking for the pace. Oh, it's Fawkes rather than Mooney up there. I wanted Mooney up there. Here's Wilkinson. Cuts it into Fawkes. Come on, Fawkes. Morgan Fawkes round the back. He scores. He scores. Potentially a huge goal for us. His 9th goal of the season. Great finish from Morgan Fawkes as well. You know, I wanted Mooney up there with the pace for the counter attack, but it didn't matter in the end. It's a great ball from Wilkinson, but he still had a lot to do. And Fawkes finished expertly. We've turned it around. I don't mind conceding early goals. Problem is, Totton is still drawing. Oh, they've scored. Oh, come on, Beaconsfield, please. Mooney out wide to Higgins. Higgins to Mooney. Mooney blocked. Higgins again. Glenn. Wilkinson. We've got so many men up there. Look at us. This is crazy. But now they're going to counter, aren't they? We had everyone up. Oh, get back, Smith. Come on. Spasov cuts it into Lewington. Can't miss. Surely he's hit the crossbar, but that's in anyway from Spasov. We had so many men up there. That is what we do. We attack and we gamble. And unfortunately, the gamble didn't pay off. And Totton are now 5 points clear of us with this result. Colburn knocks it up. Can't find anyone. Few seconds left of this second half. Lloyd pumps it over the top. Colburn slow. Lewington good save. Spasov's still on it though. It's blocked again, but Lewington, are they going to have another shot before the whistle goes? No, they're not. We're going to carry on attacking. We're going to keep playing the same way. We're going to hit early crosses in, I think. Let's go for that. Throw everything at them. Come on, Beaconsfield, do us a favour. Turn this around. Oh, Colburn's picked up an injury, so we're going to bring Vince Boyle on anyway. Oh, I think it's just too much, isn't it? It's just too much for us. We just can't seem to beat Farnborough. Nothing's happening either. I mean, Beaconsfield still only 1-0 down. Halliday does well. Rob Halliday. Where's he going? He's found Wilkinson. Here's Sean Walker. Over the top looking for Agu. Can't find him. Sean Walker again. Pumps it. Agu can't win it again, but it's back to Wilkinson. We're just hoping something sticks. Halliday. Oh, Agu. Walker. Into Mooney. Blocked. Come on, Glenn. No one's after it. And Mata clears up the pitch, and now they can counter. We've got so many players out of position. Vince Boyle by himself against Lewington. Oh, it's flashed over. We're still in this. Now we're going to play it out from the back. Okoro out wide to Halliday. We need a goal. We need Beaconsfield to score twice. It's a big ask. Agu round the back. Agu. Still Agu. It's behind everyone. Mooney. Back to Glenn. Hits it. It's off the bar. And it's behind for a corner. Oh no, it's offside. Fawkes was offside. Throwing in a dangerous position. Halliday into Agu. Back to Wilkinson. Across to Glenn. Glenn. It's just wide. And Tottenham winning 2-0. It's all over. It's all over, guys. It doesn't matter what we do now. It was a massive ask, wasn't it? It really was. If we'd beaten Scarborough, though, it would have been a different story. Fawkes is round the back for a second. No, it was going wide anyway, but the keeper's decided to give a corner away. And Smith will put it to the back stick. Let's end with a win, guys. Come on. Boyle, that's poor. Ray Riggs going to come on for Walker for the last few minutes. Maybe a free kick from him can give us a win. Oh, Glenn's picked up an injury now. Perry Miles can come on. Tottenham winning 3-0. Ruthless from them in the end. They had a blip against Gloucester. It's a good ball out wide to Halliday. Crosses it in for a Gu. Can't win it. It's back to Wilkinson again. He's been heavily involved today. Halliday. Back to Wilkinson. To Glenn. Oh, has a long shot again. He's scored a couple bangers this season. That's why he's having the long shots. Wasn't to be in the end. A draw from us, by the looks of it, unless they get a late winner here. Here's Spasov. Lewington, easy from Perry Miles there. But yeah, Tottenham, 3-0 win. We're going into the playoffs. The season continues. The journey continues. 16 teams fighting it out for 2 playoff places. Well, for 2 promotion places. It's going to be really tough because we're just thrown into the mix of all the other teams as well who we just don't know anything about. But yeah, next episode will be the playoffs. If we do get through to the final, then I think I'll do that as a separate episode. But quarterfinal, semi-final, probably in one video. Hopefully it will go down to the semi-final at least. And we're going to have to rely on Fawkes because McCann is, of course, injured. Big blow. So this is how the regular season finishes. 24 wins, 12 draws, 6 losses, which is the least in the division. 111 goals scored, 70 conceded, plus 41 goal difference, 84 points. Tottenham go up as champions. We're in the playoffs with Kings Lynn, Slough, Tadcaster, and I'll show you the other teams in a second. Gloucester, Wimborne and Beaconsfield relegated, but let's just have a look at the other divisions. So we're going into the playoffs with Royston, Hitchin, Oxford City Nomads and Alvechurch, who used to be in our division, of course, but they moved into this tier. Northern Premier Division, we've got Stafford, Hyde, Marine and Matlock Town. And the Isthmian League division has Bognor Regis, Hornchurch, Carshalton and Cray. Looking at that, I mean, those teams I'd fancy beating. They're very fortunate to be in the playoffs with that number of points. The next division down, once again, got to fancy my chance. I mean, we'd have been champions in this division. And this division, we got to fancy our chances. We've scored so many goals. It might be that this is just a very equal division and there's lots of quality teams. So it might be tougher than it looks. But we'd have been champions in 2 of those divisions. And the others, you know, all these teams have more points than the other teams. And we've scored so many goals. I mean, can we do it? Let me know in the comments. Can we get promoted this season? I really, really hope so. Thank you for watching episode 24 of Regen Rovers, and join me for episode 25 when we will start our playoff adventure. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. It'd be very much appreciated. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. But until next time, enjoy Football Manager 2019. Enjoy the rest of your day. Come on, you younglings.